Most Canadians wait far too long to convert their RRSP, and it quietly costs them tens of thousands of dollars in extra taxes later in life. Here's how it usually happens. You build your RRSP diligently through your working years. You get the tax deductions, you reinvest the refunds, and you let it grow. Then retirement comes, and you think, I'll just leave it there until I have to convert it at age 71. It sounds harmless, even smart, but in reality, waiting that long can push you into higher tax brackets, trigger OAS clawbacks, and limit your ability to do any real income planning later in retirement. It's one of the most common and most expensive retirement mistakes Canadians can make. Hi, I'm Stefano Francesca, certified financial planner professional and senior wealth advisor at Next Step Wealth Management with IPC Securities Corporation. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps more Canadians see this. And if you're within 5 to 10 years of retirement and want to avoid these tax traps before it's too late, click the link in the description to book a consultation. We'll help you map out tax-efficient withdrawal plans that fit your goals and timeline. Let's break down why waiting too long to convert your RRSP can backfire and what you can do instead. Number 1, the RRSP conversion deadline is misleading. Most Canadians know they have until December 31st of the year they turn 71 to convert their RRSP to a RRIF. So they wait, assuming it's better to defer taxes as long as possible. But here's the problem. The deadline isn't the optimal time. By 71, you've likely already stopped working, meaning your RRSP has been sitting there, growing, without any withdrawals. Then, when you convert it to a RRIF, the minimum withdrawal rules kick in the next year, forcing you to start taking taxable income in an amount CRA decides whether you need it or not. Those withdrawals often land retirees in higher tax brackets, especially when combined with CPP, OAS, and other investment income. And because we're withdrawing non-taxed capital, it's fully taxable on withdrawal. So no capital gains advantage, no tax break like you'd get from a non-registered account or TFSA. It's just straight income. So the longer you wait, the larger the account grows and the bigger your future tax problem becomes. Number 2, you lose the golden tax window between retirement and age 71. There's a unique opportunity window for Canadians, typically between your early 60s and early 70s when you're retired but haven't yet started receiving all your income sources yet. This is what I call the tax window. During this period, your employment income is stopped, but your government benefits like CPP and OAS may not have started just yet. That means you're likely in a lower tax bracket than you've ever been before. That's the perfect time to draw from your RRSP intentionally before the government forces you to. By taking modest, planned withdrawals early, you can reduce your future RRIF balance and keep future withdrawals smaller, smooth out your taxable income instead of letting it spike later, avoid or reduce OAS clawbacks, which start when your income exceeds about $93,000 as of 2025, and reduce your lifetime tax bill, not just your short-term tax bill. This is a powerful but underused strategy, and it's one of the main reasons wealthier Canadians manage their RRSP drawdowns strategically, not reactively. Number 3, the forced withdrawal problem. When you wait until age 71, the CRA doesn't ask if you need the money. They tell you when and how much you need to withdraw. At 72, your first minimum RRIF withdrawal is 5.4% of your account, unless you're using the age of your younger spouse. That percentage increases every year. It might not sound like much, but when you factor in market growth, CPP, OAS, and investment income, your taxable income can quickly jump. Once your net income crosses the OAS threshold, you'll start losing 15 cents of OAS for every dollar above that line. That's effectively a 15% extra tax on top of your marginal rate. And here's what's worse. The more your RRSP compounds untouched, the bigger that forced withdrawal problem becomes. It's like a snowball. The longer you let it roll, the bigger it becomes and the harder it hits when it finally melts. 4, you miss out on strategic conversions. The years before age 71 are the best chance to convert part of your RRSP into a RRIF, or even draw it down strategically while shifting money into your TFSA. You can also take advantage of pension income splitting once you're 65, allowing you to share eligible income with your spouse to reduce overall household tax. But if you wait until your 70s to start planning, many of these strategies become much harder to use effectively. Think of it like building a house. Your RRSP is the foundation, but the RRIF is the structure that determines how you'll actually live in it. If you don't customize the layout early, you're stuck with the spec floor plan and it's really difficult to make changes. 5, the emotional side of waiting. For many Canadians, the hesitation isn't just financial, it's emotional. They spent decades saving and deferring tax. So the idea of withdrawing and paying tax earlier feels wrong. It feels like you're undoing years of discipline. But here's the truth. withdrawing strategically isn't a mistake. It's a plan. When you think of it in terms of lifetime tax, not yearly tax, you realize that paying a little earlier often means paying less overall. It's all about timing your income strategically and having a well-thought-out plan that can show multiple what-if scenarios for these available choices. Don't do this blindly. 6. What smart RSP conversion planning looks like. Here's a simple way to think about it. 1. Start projecting your income early, ideally by your late 50s or early 60s. Estimate your CPP, OAS, pensions, and investment income so you can see where your future tax spikes might occur. 2. Use your low income years intentionally. Consider taking RRSP withdrawals or partial conversions to a RRIF between retirement and age 71, staying within lower tax brackets. Number 3, shift funds into your TFSA. Withdraw from your RRSP in a controlled way and move those funds into a TFSA. This creates future tax-free income and keeps your taxable income lower later in retirement. Number 4, plan for OAS and income splitting. Coordinate with your spouse to equalize income and reduce combined tax. 5, review annually. Tax rules, rates, and your income all change. Regular reviews help keep your plan efficient and adaptable. The key takeaway is this: don't wait for 71 to start thinking about your RSPs. The best planning happens years earlier when you still have room to make adjustments. Let's recap. Most Canadians wait until 71 to convert their RSP because they think they're deferring taxes wisely. But in reality, they miss the 60 to 71 tax window when early withdrawals could lower lifetime taxes. They trigger larger forced RRIF withdrawals later that cause OAS clawbacks and higher tax brackets. And they lose flexibility to use tax-efficient strategies like income splitting and TFSA funding. The sooner you start managing your RSP strategically instead of reactively, the more control you'll have over your retirement income and your taxes. If you're within that 55 to 71 window, this is the time to act. Click the link below to book a consultation, and we'll walk you through your specific situation to help you build a personalized RSP withdrawal strategy that keeps more of your hard-earned money in your pocket, not the government's. Let's take the next step.